Meet Sam Alexander, a 24-year-old medical student on a gap year with a difference. With his sights set on becoming a rural doctor, Sam is riding the Bicentennial Trail north with 3 horses to raise money and awareness for the Royal Flying Doctors Service.
I decided to do this ride purely by accident when I stumbled along the National Bicentennial Trail website and started talking to a few people and discovered that it would take a bit over a year to complete. So I thought that would be a good aim for me to set for my year off medical school.
The Bicentennial Trail extends over 5,330 kilometres of mountains, grassy plains and tropical rainforests. Sam started from Churchill Victoria in January and is headed to Cooktown in northern Queensland. The trail is divided into 12 stages and Sam has so far completed almost 800 kilometres. The Royal Flying Doctors Service provides 24-hour medical assistance for over 270,000 people annually. That's nearly 2 people every minute. With a fleet of 60 aircrafts in 21 bases throughout Australia, the RFDS reaches those who don't have a hospital in their local town.
I have a great understanding, especially being out on the trail, of distances between A to B. And people who live out in rural parts of Australia are just out in an island, more or less, away from, the convenience of supermarkets and things like this, and more importantly, medical care. So when they have an emergency, they have to wait a long time. They have a greater need than, say, someone who lives in this capital city somewhere where they have an ambulance that will be within half an hour's drive minimum to get to them.
Well, we're here outside the showground where Sam is currently storing his equipment for this stopover on his journey so far. It's country towns and communities like Taralga that help accommodate Sam on his journey north.
Everyone to date has been absolutely amazing. They've been supportive, they've been, they've told stories, they've been encouraging, they've provided help, assistance, a shelter, you name it. Doing this journey has really, really made me aware about what it means to be Australian and how proud I am to be Australian, because the people I've met along the trail have been some of the salt of the earth sort of people that will drop whatever they're doing to help you and will tell interesting stories. And the thing about, I think, these people for me is a lot of them come from different walks of life that if I were to not do this trail, I probably never would have bumped into in my life. And this trail allows me to meet these sort of people that I normally never would. Come on, you. Come on.
While there are the joys of meeting new people, making new friends and experiencing different communities, the times in between towns can get pretty lonely.
When something bad happens or when you get some bad news or anything like that, because you're by yourself for a lot of the time, you stew over things. You think, well, did I do it right? Was that the right option? And you have a lot of time to think, which has a positive and a negative thing. But when negative things come around, you really stew on and think over your mistakes, and it can really ruin the journey.
Despite the challenges and difficulties encountered, for Sam, it's not about the destination, but the journey and enjoying this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
But I guess when I make it to the end, it's going to be a good cold beer, and it's going to be a good celebration with some mates and whoever wants to come around, and then I can get back into the daily cycle of living the rest of my life with a nice story to tell at the end of it.